What does Preston got to do, Danny girl? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV, your number one source for sisters content. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my sisters videos. In this video, we are going to talk about Danny and Preston and what the hell is going on and what the hell do we got to do so that we can get to a good place. Okay, what do Preston got to do to win Danny over? I was live tweeting in episode 6 last night, and a lot of people were just asking the question of like, what do Preston got to do? Like, what is happening? What should he do next? Because everybody is confused. And I took the night and I thought about it, and this is what I think Preston's game plan should be. Y'all like to hear it? Here you go. I think that he needs to completely start over. I think he needs to start with simulating them just meeting, reintroducing himself to her, planning a date where they can, even if it's as simple as picnic or a dinner, go somewhere where you can just sit and talk. I think that that is the beginning. You know, he made a very tough argument, I feel like, in episode 6, where he was just like, yo, can you please stop talking at me and just walk me through what I need to do to love you the way that you want to be loved. And Danny is really struggling with the idea that he even loves her. So I think it's going to be taking it back to the beginning and getting to a place where they reestablish what love looks like. One, he has to get clear on what her love languages are, which is where her sisters come in. So I think that he needs to start again. He needs to simulate a do-over, and then he needs to call in help. He now has connections with Karen. He can go up to that salon and get the tea on our good girl Danny and figure out what insights that he needs that he doesn't already have to get to a place where, one, she is able to start falling again for him and trust him, but also can see that he's making an effort and he's doing so outside of her. So the thing that I'm picking up from Danny in episode 6 is that she doesn't want to teach Preston, like, culturally how to show up for her and support her and be in relationship with her. Regardless, everybody has to teach everybody how to love them specifically as an individual, because we all are individuals and we have our different quirks and our preferences and all of that. But I understand what she's saying in reference to being in this interracial relationship and him just not knowing certain things that are culturally insensitive or culturally unaware. So for that part of it, I think that he needs to call in reinforcements. He needs to talk to her friends. He needs to talk to other Black people and start to put together some type of game plan for how he gets to make Danny safe. Now, I think that this starts with them going back to dating. Y'all need to stop having sex, because part of the reason why we're here in this position that we're in is because when y'all first met, y'all immediately started sleeping with each other and weren't talking to each other. And then when you started to talk to each other, Danny wasn't actually listening to any of the farm stuff that you had to say, and you don't even know what to ask about because this is your first interracial relationship. So you don't even know the walks and journeys of Black women. So you don't even know the questions to ask to help her disclose to you what's going on with her day or disclose to you what she's feeling. I would say, Preston, get you a YouTube account, watching them, seeing their mannerisms, because I think a big thing about Danny and Preston's relationship, and the part that I struggled with the most while she was communicating to him, like, I'm supposed to take on the responsibility of growing you. It's like, girl, I get it. You don't want to have to walk him through these cultural things that he needs to know. However, y'all didn't start to do life together. So he also hasn't been able to see you, and in seeing you just live, be able to figure out certain things. Y'all literally spend all of y'all time in this apartment, in this bed. Y'all don't go to the grocery store together. Y'all don't go to the gym together. Y'all don't just go out to parks. Y'all don't go to coffee shop. Y'all don't do anything in life together. So he literally has no idea what your life looks like while you're out and about in the world, because he's never really seen it. He met you at this airport and he ain't been back since. Preston, take your behind to the airport and sit in one of them chairs and watch her work all day. I mean, don't be creepy with it, but like, those are just some of the things that I feel like he could do to start to better get to know Danny without putting the pressure on Danny for her to provide the answers, because clearly she ain't gonna give them. Now, that don't mean that I don't think that she shouldn't be trying to meet him halfway, y'all, because I do think that she could be offering up more information. I struggle with her qualm about him not respecting her boundaries, because the moment that she communicates them, he acknowledges them, apologizes, and then attempts to respect them. He can't honor boundaries that he never knew existed. And so often when he makes these missteps, she just kind of writes him off or like puts another tick mark because she's keeping track, and it's like, girl, he didn't know, and you didn't tell him, or you didn't give him any kind of inkling, and he's trying his best. I think that is reconfirmed in episode 6, and it's so heartbreaking to see this boy come hat in hand and be trying to play these little games, and I'm trying to show her I can get somebody else, and it's like, dang, you really want her this bad? Like, my God, I don't know what you put on him, Danny, but clearly this boy wants to be with you. He wants to be a positive force in your life, and he wants to love on you. So y'all need to figure it out, honestly. And if you ain't gonna be a part of the at least the initial stages of getting to figuring it out, these are just some of the things that I think that Preston could do. I think that Preston has to make more of an effort to observe Danny and come to her with his observations versus come to her and say, tell me what I need to know to love you. Because I get it, like, nobody really wants that to be said outright in that way, or if it to feel like that, because it kind of makes you feel very difficult to love, and that in itself is a complicated concept. But feeling difficult to love can also make you feel like you're not worthy of love. It's a very slippery slope. So I totally get that part of it. Danny, again, you not off the hook completely, girl. Don't get all excited and start jigging or nothing, because I'm still on your head. But I get that part of it. I think that Preston, next step should be steps to really pay attention and see Danny fully outside of this bedroom, outside of her apartment, doing what he has to do to align his life with hers. Like, what grocery stores does she shop at? Go start shopping with her. Like, just little things. I think that Danny and Preston need to find a way to cultivate a friendship before they can even revisit the idea of this relationship, because they simply just don't know each other. And in his observing of Danny and the time that he spends doing that and the time that he spends cultivating a friendship with her, I think that he's also going to learn that she's very confused. She does not know what she wants, and she needs to heal from trauma that has presented to her that she's not actually worth a positive love like this. Because I think that that is a big roadblock for her. Once Preston is doing more of this observation, I think that he's going to find himself closer to where Aaron sees himself. So Aaron is like in with Karen. He's very close to Karen. Karen talks to him. They're doing life together. They just haven't pulled the trigger of like, all right, we are in this 100%. I think the moment that Karen has fully healed, or not even fully healed, the moment that Karen has like 50% healed from this whole Zach thing and is like getting to a better place of releasing Zach, that moment that happens, Karen and Aaron will be engaged. Honestly, truly. And I know that some of y'all don't like the place that Aaron is currently at, but I think that that would be an upgrade for Preston. If Preston could get to the place where Aaron is in Karen's life, if he could be that for Danny, I think that he would be making some headway. So y'all, those are my little quick thoughts on how I feel like Preston should move if he wants to win Danny's heart and win her back over. He just needs to make more of an effort outside of her. He needs to, the best he can, create a safe space for her to walk in with this trauma and toxicity that she has and feel comfortable to be able to lay it down without judgment and without criticism, and be willing to do this uphill battle that's going to be helping her unpack, unlearn, and heal. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Preston can win Danny over? What did you think about my suggestions for how he wins her over? Drop all of that and more in the comment section down below. I also did a video about Karen and Aaron, and if Aaron should forget about Karen. That's on screen right now, so go ahead and click that and jump into that video. Or if you just want to go back and review my live, it was 2 hours of really great conversation and you would really love it. I think you can click this video right here. It's your good sis Erica Vane, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.